scan is a good way to also identify that you have coronavirus. Is that true?
That looks true, but here's the policy issue. Are you willing to shut down a CT scanner for 2 hours to disinfect
Yeah.
it every time?
Wow.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
right.
difficult.
I'm trying to think of ways that we could do things faster, but you're right. I didn't even think about that. That's huge. Because you're right. So, they're just, this is good information. This is good feedback because, these are questions that people are asking on a continuous basis.
And I
And
would like to answer that. Have you heard about any disinfection going around? I mean, in some parts of different countries in the world, because we have seen news that something happening in different countries. People are starting disinfecting after being cured by COVID-19.
It depends on what you mean by the word disinfecting.
So they got reinfected with COVID.
Oh, reinfected. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Are they really? Based on the data that I'm reading, I'm not sure if they're reinfected or if they just haven't gotten rid of the virus yet. That's not a reinfection. That's still the same infection. It just might be the virus is still loading in their body. We know through hepatitis C that people can have viruses in their body for years. We just don't know yet. I can't answer that question with the data current.
Well, the answer to that is it's like varicella zoster. We've all had chicken pox, most of us smallpox, and you develop a natural immunity, right? Problem is the varicella zoster virus never leaves your body. It's in your dorsal root ganglion and in your spinal nerve. And when your immune system is taxed, it breaks out and it travels along your peripheral nerves, and you get blisters, inflammation. And then, when the inflammation goes down and your immune system kicks in, the virus retreats. So we don't know if this COVID virus is still in the endothelial lining of your blood vessels. There's a lot of ACE2 receptors, not only in the lungs, in your intestines, blood vessels. Who knows? Maybe it's living in your nerves like a lot of viruses do. So we don't know that, more research. So yeah, I mean, maybe they're getting infected once and then, their immune system kicks in and then the virus stops shedding. And then later on, when you get stress, your immune system goes down, the opportunistic virus, it starts shedding again. So that's probably what's happening. And we probably will get more waves of different pandemic viruses, just like influenza virus, we get different strains every year. I think COVID will probably be every winter we'll have a new strain. So that's why the vaccine agenda is totally wrong, because even if they develop it, 18 months later, the virus already mutated. So
there are already 30 strains now, 30. Then the count is gone up.
So you're going to inject everybody with the same vaccine in the whole world, mandate it. You're gonna put thimerosal, formaldehyde, it's a known neurotoxin. You're gonna put aluminum, mercury. It's like the second most toxic substance in the world. Not to mention aborted fetus parts, xenogenic, embryonic tissue. And, I don't think it should be mandated on people. It should be a choice to vaccinate your children or yourself. Now, look what they do with pregnant women. Now they're vaccinating them. Pregnant woman, what is that going to do to the baby? No wonder why autism is on the rise. Brain damage, all these, incurable, diseases that these babies get because they get toxic. Well, and a lot of these vaccines have three strains of bacteria or viruses, like the DPT, in the same, or MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella in one shot. You never get two diseases at the same time, yet they're giving you three diseases at the same time. It's crazy. Yeah.
And I also look at over the years, out the farm country, one of the most dangerous things we did was, spread the insecticides over the fields, thinking we were doing a good thing, saving money, and we were killing ourselves, not just by breathing it in, but also by it being on the food that we were delivering to people.
I think Lynn needs to leave in a so Lynn, what do you have?
So Lynn, thank you again. Okay. And welcome. What do you think of our conversation today, Lynn?
I wish I could stay. I mean, it's fascinating. Doctor, and I can't pronounce his last name, but anyway, was talking about people being, being hungry after, not hungry after Thanksgiving dinner. I remember I had a business partner, and he used to say the only 15 minutes of his life that he was never hungry was right after Thanksgiving. I'm fascinated. I love coming on, just listening to what's going on. Not that I don't want to talk about the dollar store, because I do want to talk about the dollar store. And I wish I could stay here to hear Alexandra, but unfortunately I can't.
Run.
I'm actually supposed to be on 2 Zooms right now.
Oh. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Family Dollar store, because we don't want people to go out shopping. And what's great about this is they could just go just as easy, go online, look for some things that they need. If you need soap, if you need, help me out here. There's, various different things.
We have tons of
stuff.
Just go on the website. There's been nothing new that's come on in the last week or so, but you can go on. Well, the one thing that did come on is CBD patches to be put on places where you have pain. I'm not a user of the patches ever for anything. I may try them, although my wife calls me a pain in the neck sometimes. So I probably have to use it on my neck. But in any event, no, we have lots of great products. We do have some disinfectants. Unfortunately, we've sold out of dust masks. Although you can use kid masks. I actually was in a store the other day where I saw somebody with a pig face, and they were walking around with a pig face mask on, which is great, except that it has generally holes where the nose is so that you can breathe, and that's not such a great thing. But it was fun watching. In fact, I heard Dr. Yoo talking about a week ago about everybody having Darth Vader masks, or some of the other masks, the Transformer masks, I guess, whatever. But we have some great products. You just have to go through the website, and you have to look for them and have them delivered at home. What people don't realize is if you sign up to become a customer, we have a program where you can get $5 off on your very first purchase. Delivery is free for $25 or less, but every purchase we have a rewards program. So when somebody buys $10, for every $10 of purchases, you're going to get $1 off whenever you want to apply it. So if you buy $50, you're going to get another $5 that you can use to reduce what you pay on your next purchase. But for things that are as cheap, and Kimberly, you've been talking about this. You've talked about the masks that you love to buy, and they cost what, $20 or more in some of the stores, and yet here you can buy them for $2. Really, there are some absolutely great buys. So
I think that's the one thing that, because I look at some of the things that I would generally go out and buy. And so that's what I look for here. And I go, wow, I didn't even know you sell these, because they cost $15 to $20 at my makeup counter.
Right.
And you got them for $2. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to say thank you, COVID, but I would not have, that's a huge savings. That's what I do with Nick, is we talk about, how you can save money, but also how you can just do better with your money. And one of the things is how you spend it, right? But yeah, no, and then folks, your kids are getting bored. Give them a little reward. Let them go out and buy some. The toys are very inexpensive. They got some really cool. I mean, there's just so much here. Office supplies, school supplies, party supplies. They got Minion napkins. I keep bringing that up. I just think that's so cool. But I mean, look at health and beauty. I know I got to get off of the Minion things, but
no, that's okay. My son loves Minions, and so why not?
Why not? But look, there's toothpaste. We talk about mouthwashes, how you should, right now during COVID, there's Listerine, folks. I think Listerine can kill anything, any germ in the world. But I do, like Dr. Yu had explained to me, I mix it with a little bit of peroxide. I got lucky and found a big bottle of peroxide upstairs in the bathroom upstairs. I didn't know we had any. So I've been mixing a little solution and rinsing them and gargling. But look, they got teeth whiteners. Anything you need is right here at the dollar store. I mean, and why not do a little bit of health and beauty practices? Why not do the beauty mask?
And why go out when it can be delivered to your door, which is what we do. So unless you're one of the people who happens to live in a community that doesn't deliver mail, mine does not, but there are very few in the United States that don't deliver. Why not have it delivered right to your door? And that's what we do, right through the U.S. Postal Service. Everything gets delivered to your door. You don't have to pay for shipping if you. I'm looking at the soaps. I'm told, and maybe Dr. Yoo knows the answer to this, but I'm told that Dove soap and also Dove soap very specifically, it suds up better than any other soap, and so you should be using it to wash your hands, because apparently the sudsing tends to break the whatever surrounds the virus, the bubble that surrounds the virus, and it can help kill the virus. So I don't know whether Dr. Yoo, I'm correct on that or not, but
look, guys, big shavers, shaving cream, shaving gel. Look, I mean, it's just, so the thing is you don't have to go out shopping. You can get most of this stuff here. I have a feeling their snack food goes really fast. But toothbrushes, toothpaste, it just, don't go out shopping. You can go to ibm.tv. It's a big green button. Make your life easy. Just hit that big green button. It actually will take you to the Minion napkins. And if you don't want to buy them for yourself, you can buy them for me and ship them to me. But just kidding. But seriously, I mean, when I saw the face masks, and now I can't find them, I didn't bookmark them. But when I found the face mask,
Dove soap is good. It doesn't have triclosan, which is very toxic to your body and causes cancer. I mean, a lot of detergents and soaps actually have triclosan, and that toxifies your body. Dove does not. And good. Yeah, the soap is emulsifier. It'll break down the wall of the virus. The virus is very weak until it gets in your body. So yeah, Dove soap is actually great for doing that. Yeah.
And the other one I heard was Dawn dish soap, which of course is what they use when they have an oil spill to help clean the oil off of.
Yeah, it's emulsifier. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I am going to run, but
thank you for joining us and your donations to and sponsoring us. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
Namaste, and have a great weekend. Stay safe, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
But look who we got visiting us. Oh my gosh. Hello, lady. You ready for tomorrow?
I am so ready for tomorrow. I really, really am. I'm so excited. Oh my
so,
goodness.
Dr. Phillip Yoo, do you know what Alexandra's doing?
So another guitar piece, or?
Well, she started a cafe show on Sundays so that we got something to do and go to.
Well, it has to be live mic.
It is. It's all live. It's all live.
It is.
Are you
It's
going
all
to play
live.
the background music? All right, for us?
Yeah, it's all, so what's going to happen is we go live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. So it's pretty much that time where it's like after church, after lunchtime, where you'd be sitting at a cafe and you'd go watch live music. It's exactly that time. And for me in South Africa, it's 9 p.m., which is like after church, after dinner, where you just be chilling. So
perfect.
I'm going to have some guests on, some friends who are musos, some business people. All depends on what topics we're going to be talking about. There's going to be live music. As musos, we're going to be chatting about how we wrote the song, and we'll be chatting about normal life stuff, but it's going to be just as if you're sitting at a cafe.
I love it.
Bring your tea and your coffee, and a piece of cake is always welcome.
She likes cupcakes.
It's terrible.
Because we were talking about, how people, when you build your immunity.
Hey, he has his bulletproof coffee. He has the milk tea, right?
Yes, the milk tea.
Yeah, bulletproof milk tea.
So, but the thing is we were talking about how music can be healing, but just something happiness. But we felt like we're missing that socializing, going to the coffee shop, going and sitting around and just. I thought, what a great way, a musical cafe, right?
He inspired me to pick up my guitar again. I haven't played in decades, and now I have more time at home. My fingers are gonna hurt, but I'm gonna start. Yeah.
We should actually one week have you on as a guest with other musos, because we're going to have other musos on playing live and whatever. And I think we should have you on and you should play us a song. I think it should be part of it.
What I'll do is I'll need you guys to do the guitar because I'm really rusty. I'll just sing and it'll be great. All right.
Cool. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
but you can also just be there as the way cool doctor from LA.
Oh no, I'll sing. I when I was a missionary in Central America, there was this bar that had a karaoke contest like every Saturday, and as I won, in Spanish. I was beating the locals, so I was kind of. They call me Dr. Felipe. I was famous in my little town there.
Dr. Felipe.
I love that. That is so cool.
I was in Cancun on spring break, and on the catamaran sailboat, they had karaoke contests. I beat all of the Spanish speakers. I sang La Bamba. And I beat them. Yeah.
So Dr. Felipe, can you sing one more time at IBM TV?
Maybe not now. Let me. How about a request? What do you want to hear? And I'll try. Yeah.
Whatever you want to share with the viewers.
Oh, please stay with me, Diana.
All right.
I love it. Okay, we're still having you audition. That was your audition. You are coming onto the show. That's just it. Full stop. Great audition. If I was Simon Cowell, I would let you on. So, golden ticket or whatever.
I'll do remember William Hung? He did the Ricky Martin. She bangs, she moves. Remember that? Yeah.
No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. I can't wait. And Kid and I are doing a kids show Sunday morning. And we're having 4-year-old panels, 4 to 6-year-old talk panels like us. But
that is so cute.
Hear the little adults talk about COVID-19.
No filters.
That is so cute.
Isn't that going to be cool though? Because they're all being made to stay home, right? They've been taken out of their preschools. So we're going to let them do their own panel talk of COVID-19. And so we get to eavesdrop.
That'll be funny what they're going to say,
Right?
They're probably brainwashed by the media.
They know about isolation. They know about lockdown. They know about coronavirus. They know you have to stay at home.
Some may know about conspiracy theories because on YouTube, that'll be funny. It's like, Bill Gates wants his vaccine agenda. That's what it's about. So he can make billions in vaccines, Yeah.
I can't wait. There's two, and I hate the words I can't wait. I always say I'm looking forward to, right? I'm looking forward to, but I just I'm getting all excited about what are these kids going to say. And then after that, we got Alexander's Music Cafe. I'm like, Sunday's going to be my greatest high.
This is, we got to get this viral, and you're putting this on Facebook and you're putting on YouTube, right? We got to make this show viral.
Facebook with us, Dr. Yoo, and get it out because we got everything on Facebook and everything's going. And I might contact my friend about taking this viral. I have a friend who can take things viral.
Yeah, I know there's tricks to, rank better.
I think we should talk about the viral thing offline because everyone is watching us.
That's all right. We need to learn business, right? We want this to go viral, people. How cool is it going to be? All these kids are going to tell us the way they see COVID. And I am just like,
it's funny, kids and COVID.
Around the world, they're discussing their own language and talking about COVID and what they're feeling at this point of time.
Yeah,
what are they doing?
We got children from different language, cultures, and everything. And so
my daughter was talking to her friends a few weeks ago. She was laughing. Yeah, all we do is we wake up, you know, we do like chat all day, like FaceTime, whatever, and we do our homework together. We exercise together online, and we stay up till 12, and then at 8 a.m. we do it again. It's true. They're 24/7. They're together, and my daughter's grades went up.
Wow.
Doing her homework online with their friends, you know, it's crazy. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting you say that. Back in 1993, I was part of an experiment called North Carolina Information Network Highway. We were the first fiber backbone to ever install. And we did it for video classes and medical. So we transferred the first MRI ever across that. I was there when we did that. The doctors were crying. It was beautiful. But the other purpose was education. So what we did was for the experiment was we took it into the summer school. And if any of you understand summer school back in the day, that was the punishment for those who didn't make good grades, right? You were failing D's and you were bad in school. So now summer school is part of the curriculum, but back then it wasn't. So this is what happened. We took F and D students who didn't know how to dress up for school, and we were putting them on video class. So they would have to go to the classroom, but they were on video classes, and the teacher was in a different room, and she taught like 3 or 4 different classrooms around the city on video. But kid you not one kid got out of line. You know, nobody was throwing things around in the classroom. And these were middle school and high school. So not one kid got out of line, and the grades went up. Like they went from F and D's to A's and B's.
Wow.
You can't argue that data. That is not mixed up data. That is
awesome. In school, we're turned do your own work. You know, when you do a test, don't cheat.
Yeah.
But now the girls, her 2 best friends, they're collaborating with their homework and projects.
There you go.
And guess what? They should be able to take tests together and collaborate. It's not cheating, it's collaboration.
Right.
And you're teaching how to work together. It's more realistic for the world.
It is. And people don't cheat. And that's what we learned when we did this experiment. The kids were not cheating. They were excited and they were dressing up. Oh my gosh. Because they were on video camera. We had back then, big thing. So they were dressing up every day. It was almost like a challenge to see who could, and these were not the kids who could afford it, but they were really working hard to be good. And I was so disappointed in our state Senate because they said, we don't want to be the first in this kind of program. And I'm like, what? We don't want to invest all this money to be first in a program like this. And I'm like, oh,
they have to because everything's online now.
Right. Well, now that's, fast forward. That was 1993.
See the helicopter?
There's a helicopter. Well, he's practicing physical distance.
Yeah. They're monitoring us. It's crazy. Yeah.
Are they monitoring y'all?
Probably. I see helicopters all the time. Yeah.
So they're going, oh, Dr. Yoo is out again. Get him back in. No. Are they chasing people down for leaving their homes?
No, but it's also going on in India as well. There are a lot of drones roaming around all over India, and they are monitoring what people are doing and what are they doing. And also they're instructing through mic as well. So they have a microphone somewhere and then instructing and closing by the people.
Yeah, they're using this excuse so they could monitor everyone's movements and facial recognition technology. It's crazy.
It's, I think we're going to see a change in the use of technology. We talked about that, using drones and things like that, keeping people off the streets. I think we need to move, and this is something that Abhijit brings up that I love, is that now that we've reset that button, when we re-enter, let's re-enter smart, right? Mm-hmm. Let's re-enter smart. Use the right mobile products. Get the right transportation systems in place. Let's don't go back to the way we were. Let's do this smart. Let's use more solar power. Watching the oil and gas industry drop is not heartbreaking to me. I should be upset about it because they could become one of my biggest clients.
They made a killing. They made a killing over there.
They made their killing off.
Every time we fill our gas tank, they made a killing. Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that the way that they pay their people has always been kind of disappointing to me. So that it was all the money was going to the big people anyway, and the workers, their lives were at risk. If you've ever been on a rig, if you ever get the pleasure and the honor to go on a rig, go ask to go to a shift change meeting. Go to a shift change. Now you have to also understand these people. Their shifts are 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Okay, so they move from their homes and they go 2 weeks on. And the reason why these jobs occur is because it's a good way, if you're not highly educated, to get paid extremely well. But your life's at risk. Your life is
one. Yeah, just like the fishing boats, right? You're gone for a couple weeks to Alaska. A lot of people die, but they make a lot. Yeah.
And the thing is to them, putting people's lives at risk is nothing. They'd rather write that $20 million check in insurance than they would putting in place protective solutions. And I'm saying this because it's the truth. They would come on the show and tell you it's the truth. And the reason why I know this is because I've sat in their meetings. But here's the reality of how they live. Okay, there are certain gases that happen on a rig, and they're told to go check them out. Now, if a person passes out, they'll send a 3-man team. If a person passes out, the rest run. That person's dead. They didn't pass out. That person's dead.
Sucked into the fumes.
Like send a canary in, right? No, they send a human in because it's inhumane to send a canary in. So the human team goes in. There's 3. Person falls down. They run. Well, what happened one time? The guy didn't fall down because he breathed gas. He fell down because something happened. He tripped and he knocked himself out. Nobody went to help him. Okay. So, but what I'm saying is generally when they pass out, that's it. They're dead. The first man into the gas zone. So I'm like, well, why aren't we taking gas masks and a meter?
It's an expense. Yeah.
Or better yet, why can't we send a drone up with a meter to say that the gas is bad here? And they look at you like, and I'm like, are we still cowboy days here or what? You know, there's Mr. Sasha.
Hello, how are you doing today?
We got some news from Sasha, some things that we're going to do today to help keep the minds preoccupied and educate Kim on how to play chess. But Sasha, welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, I have to go now. I gotta pick up. We're talking about gas, right? So yeah. I'm gonna cook some ribs, and I have this turkey fryer, and it runs on propane. So I got to pick up more propane to cook the ribs. Okay.
What kind of?
We could have a virtual barbecue. All right.
What kind of oil do you use in your turkey fryer?
No oil. It's an infrared system. It's like a toaster. You don't put a turkey in a toaster, and it's crisp on the outside, juicy on the inside. So yeah.
Oh, you're gonna show us the food tomorrow?
Oh, I'm gonna cook it today. So yeah. All right.
Yum.
Maybe when I'm cooking, if you're still in, I'll chime in and we could pretend to eat. All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, so what time tomorrow does the show start?
3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll try to chime in after church then. Okay.
We'll see.
Perfect.
I'll practice some songs. All right.
12
Please
noon.
do.
12 noon.
Felipe is back.
For sure.
Felipe is back. All right.
That's right. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we'll get to hear Dr. Yoo sing maybe. So.
All right. And so next week I'm going to try to get a couple more guests. Barb, the PhD stem cell researcher, and then Sam Merchant. He's the chairman of the World Stem Cell Summit. It's one of the premier stem cell organizations. He has an interesting background, so this is going to be real fun. I'm going to try to bring more guests on. It'll be fun. All right.
That sounds great.
All right.
That sounds
okay, we'll see y'all.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
That's Vidania, Alexander.
That's Vidania.
All right.
All right. Wow.
Wow. I spent some time actually to prepare the material for the chess lecture. I was impressed